Hello, what's up, guys? Welcome to another week of our Forex Market Insight, where I show you how I'm looking at opportunity in the Forex markets. It might also be the crypto market because don't worry, guys, very soon we will start be analyzing others trading sector as well, like the indices, the crypto market. Once I'm spotting a good opportunity, I'm going to be sharing them with you as well. So we won't just be limited to the forex market. You are welcome once again. If you are an existing subscribers, thank you for checking back. And if you are new, just coming across this for the very first time, this is Probity Trades, and this is a segment of our YouTube channel where we showed you how we prepare to take trading opportunities every week. In today's episode, I have some couple of currency pair that I'm going to share with you. But before I do that, if you are here to subscribe to this channel, I want you to click on the subscribe button right now, turn on post notification, and you will be able to get content whenever I released one. And you can as well share this video if you find it insightful. So today we're going to be looking at these pairs that I have on my red list. There are about 7 of them. I have multiples of pairs that I do monitor, but across all of these guys, these are the one that are looking very good to me that I'm spotting opportunity on in the week we want to enter into. So I will only be focusing on this. And yes, let's go into it and let me share with you what I am looking at. So first on our screen is GBP USD. If you watch the previous week weekly forecast, you will see that I am expecting a sell on GBP USD. We are yet to place a trade. As of last week, the market was trading around this point. So no, around this point. So I was saying that it's most likely we have a head and shoulder chart pattern playing out, and we need to see the break before we actually trade. We don't want to force ourselves into trade. So, and now the market has done that. GBP USD already broke the neckline of this chart pattern. What is the next thing? Next thing is for price to retest this level, and then we can go short. So on our day chart, it is very clear. But before this, let's just go back to the hour time frame. So for the case of those that might just need some little more top-down analysis, so let's go back to the higher time frame chart. So on higher time frame charts, if you look at this, you will see that GBP USD overall trend is to the downside. So, and from here now, what we are expecting before on GBP/USD was that price is going to get to this point, but the way it's looking now, we might not get here. Price may start rejecting from this point, and we can see price dropping more lower. So from here, we'll see that this level is not just there. It has been respecting price. What happened here might be a fake out of this level, and price may dip back inside, and we can see GBP/USD coming back here in months to come. So our duty as a trader is to be able to identify opportunities, and then we take the opportunities as when we spot it. So if you move down to the monthly chart, previous month, that is the just concluded July, closes as a bearish engulfing candlestick. You can see how strong this candlestick is, and even aside the bearish engulfing candlestick, this three candle formation is still regarded, or let me say, can be regarded as the evening star candlestick. Which is a bearish reversal candlestick pattern for market to drop lower. With all of this information, just simply using the candlestick explanation, I expect GBP USD to drop lower with my additional level here. So what happened here can be considered as a fake out. I want to see a retest on this level and then start shorting GBP USD to the downside. And you can see we have a very long way to go if GBP USD is definitely going to drop. This we are looking at about 1,000 pips drop. That's massive. 1,000 pips drop on GBP USD. So let me delete this. So let's get back to it. Okay, guys. So now if you now narrow it down to the weekly chart, you can see how we have been building our confluence factors, our buyers, before we actually take our decision. So now we traded above this level. Price was trading above this level, and then for some reason we dropped back down. And anytime we have this kind of thing from experience in the market, each time we have something like this, the price went up and it go back inside. If the market is going to sell, trust me, is going to sell very, very aggressive, because this, in some other concept, they call it turtle sweep. Also, ICT traders can as well call it liquidity sweep. That is, some buyers have been trapped here. A lot of money have been packed at this region, and now we want to go down. So if price, with the way I trade, I told you, you can call me the chart pattern trader. I trade patterns. So what I'm seeing on my chart, I can spot a pattern telling me that now the sellers are more active in the market. With this, I have my neckline, which price has broken below. Then I want price to retrace back to this broken neckline. Then I can look for further short opportunity. Because I want to short does not mean when this market open, I will start shorting immediately. I still want to wait for some factors. Now, what I want to see here is that I want to see a good retest on this level here. I want to see price retesting this level very well. Then I can now look to drop down when I spot candlestick. Also, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, you can see that on Friday there was fundamental news that came out, which was NFP, and this is retracing price. So from this point here, you can look to start looking for trading opportunity at this region. You can start looking, because if you like the 4-hour structure, retracement, a drop, and this another retracement. So if we can fire our fib level as well, you can see price is currently reacting to a fib level, but I'll prefer it to still go up more. Can as well give me something that will look like a double top on the 1-hour time frame. Yes, if I can have something that looks like the double top pattern on the 1-hour time frame, I will look to short. My stop loss will be above, and then I will be targeting the downside for GBP USD. So I'll be getting in somewhere around this point. My stop loss might be, my stop loss as a swing, I'm a swing trader, so my stop loss are sometimes wide. So I'll be targeting this level as my first level target. I'm targeting this level. So in the coming week, I'm looking at GBP USD to drop like this. All of this cannot happen in next week, in the week we want to get into. All of this cannot happen, but at least price can still move and give us about 1 to 2, 1 to 3. But this is how I'm looking at GBP USD on the long term, for more push to the downside like this. And then let's move to Euro USD. You already know that Euro USD and GBP USD, they moves alike. Yes, the moves are alike. Of course, we are expecting the drop on this one too. Let's go to the hour time frame and give meaning to this. On our time frame, you will see that the chart looks very similar. And this hour time frame, this Euro USD has more confluence factor. When we fire Fibonacci from the top to the downside, you can see that we're having that rejection from the 779 region, which is the last level of my fib, which is the premium price, and price is rejecting from there. And also, if you look at the monthly chart closes as a tweezer top candlestick, or you can as well call it the bearish railway. This is signaling a bearish pattern. What we have on GBPUSD is the evening star. So here we are having another candle pattern. This pushback that is pushing back to the half of this bearish candlestick, this is retracement. This is retracement. I'm expecting the market to collapse down. So moving to weekly charts. On the weekly charts, we can see, and now weekly charts, traders, we want to get confused that there are this bullish structure is still very much intact. Yes, it's still very much intact, but we're already seeing sellers pressure from the hour time frame. So even if we narrow it down to the more lower time frame than the day chart, we are already seeing chart patterns. And whenever the market wants to reverse, it always shows a pattern. So if we pay attention to it, we'll be able to get in early. So here we have the double top pattern, a break of the neckline, and price is currently retracing the neckline, looking for price to drop more lower. So on day chart here, you can put on our fib 2. I'm actually looking, I am more convinced because of the more technical factor I'm seeing on Euro USD than the one on GBP USD. Yes, I prefer this EU more. I prefer this EU more to GBP USD. So this is the neckline. It has been broken. Price is currently retesting it. It's on the fib level, and if I go to the 4-hour time frame, price has just gotten to this fib level. I would love it if you can dip a little bit inside and I start seeing price rejecting back down. Then that is going to be my entry. Yeah. And then I'm looking Euro USD to drop more down. So Euro USD, I'm looking at a 400 pips drops in the coming week. Yes, Euro USD can move that far. So this is about 7 hours on Euro USD. Let's move. I don't want this video to be that lengthy. So here again, USD CHF. These are pairs. Most of these pairs, I analyzed them last week, and I think I only got an entry on USD JPY. Only entry on USD JPY. I later added US30 to it, which I trade. I shared it with my Telegram cycle. If you want to join my Telegram, you will see the link on this video. So now let's look at USD CHF on the 3-month chart. USD CHF has been really bearish. This tells us that USD is very weak, but just recently the USD just gained some strength. The USD just gained some strength, and we see price rejecting back down. You can see this massive candlestick. Price is not linear. It cannot just keep going down. There will be a time whereby we are going to have that pushback. So I'm expecting a very deep pushback on USD CHF. If we move down to the monthly chart, you can see this candle pattern. We call this the Aramic candlestick, indicating a bullish momentum. This that is coming in is looking like a retracement for price to push further up. Now, if you see that this trend is very bearish, and I said something earlier that if trend want to change, you are going to see pattern. Yes, price do create patterns when trend is about to change, and that is very more obvious on the day chart. We have a double bottom, inverse of what we have on Euro USD. So we have a double bottom right here, and price already taking out the neckline too, and we are currently retesting the neckline. So I want to see price. Now price has pushed down. If we try to put on the fib, I use fib a lot. These are things I use to trade. Just simple stuff. My chart don't need to be full of drawings. So now we've just broke the 0.5. If we have a pushback, if we did have a pushback from this level, you can see we have a pin bar, but the pin bar price push back down. If the following candlestick pushes back up, if you narrow down to 1 hour, it's possible we may get a double bottom chart patterns. If we have this first rejection and price reject back here, and I start seeing pull up back above this blue bar, if I can see a push up above this blue bar, that is going to be my entry point. If I see a push up above that blue bar, that's going to be my entry. And then where will I be targeting? I I know where price is going next. Not that I know where I'm expecting price to go next. This level is going to be my first level target, and you can see that is almost 3-hour reward. But overall, I'm targeting this point, which is almost 6 hour. Almost 6 hours. So that is what I'm looking at on USD CHF. On USD JPY, similar stuff there too. Similar stuff. USD JPY overall trend is very, very bullish. We did have a massive retracement, and this retracement price was holding up at this level. The buyers were very strong here. I moved down to the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, look at these chart patterns. This chart patterns is still the same thing as the morning star. This chart pattern is still the same thing as the morning star. So we are having a pushback, then I'm expecting a further continuation movement to the upside. So how will I trade this? I have some of my minor levels that are already marked on the lower time frame, the weekly chart. You can see price previously reacted here, react here, react here, react here, react here. We broke through heat. When we broke through heat, price retraced, push back up to respect this level, and price pushed down as a result of the fundamental that was released on Friday. Now, for price to push down this way, we can still see that the bullish structure is still intact. We are having push, exhaustion, push. Now this is an exhaustion that price come deeply to this point. There's some time that price may not retrace this. So when price dip lower like this, Fibonacci is there to help us cash a trade. So I'm expecting another continuation movement to the upside on USD JPY. So on the 4-hour chart, this is where I'll be looking to pick my entry. This is where I'll be looking to pick my entry. And if I had my fib, yeah, price is at my fib level. I just want to see a rejection back up, and that is going to be my entry somewhere around there. My stop loss will be here, and then I'm targeting, go back to the day chart to see the next level to be targeted. So first level is going to be here. We'll clear this one definitely. If price will give me a candlestick here, I'm very sure we are going to clear this level. But this one right here, price may stall around that point, and that is about 2R. And if you break above, the next level target is here, up. So let me just delete this. I'm looking at this, but let me look at, let's put it on the day chart to see it more clearly. So on the day chart, I may just look to target this point. Yeah, so ratio 4, I'm looking at 4R on USD JPY. Let's move CAD JPY. I think similar stuff on CAD JPY. I did drop a signal on this one a long time ago in my in the Telegram channel. Similar stuff on USD JPY. You can see a very strong bullish movement creating series of lows. So here price stalls here for some months, and now we are about to take off. So taking off, we want to know when to get in on this pair too. So on the monthly chart, I share this analysis on even on my X accounts. If you check X accounts, which is Twitter, I check this. I'm still expecting this market to drop. So we just cleared this level. Now, when price clear a particular level, it won't just keep going higher. There will be moments where price is going to drop back down just to gain some strength before it fires back up again. Let me remove this trend line that we have. We are going to explain that on the lower time frame. So now on the weekly charts, the weekly chart shows that we already have a switch from this downward movement. Now we have switched to a bullish trend. You will see the price has changed structure, creating highs and lows. Highs and lows. So I'm expecting another low here, then for us to continue to push more higher. So on day charts, you can see up, down, up, down, up. I'm expecting this is down, expecting another up. So that is what we have on the day charts. So here I'm looking for reaction of price. When we open, I'm going long on CAD JPY. This is going to be my first level target. That's going to be my first level target. That's even giving me up to 3R already. So that's going to be my first level target. If we clear that, I expect price to move more higher. You can see we still have a whole lot of space. We still have a whole lot of space to the upside. Overall, I'm anticipating 1,070 pips on CAD JPY, but for now I'll just be targeting this nearest resistance. So let's move down to the 4-hour time frame, where of course I'm going to be picking my entry from. Yes, I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are enjoying, please ensure to click the like button. So now I expect price to push. You can see price has been respecting this trend line, and now we are back to that trend line. Also, put in your once you are having a trending market, you can just bring in your fib. Price is at the 50% Fibonacci reaction level. Once I get a candle confirmation, I will be getting in. I will be getting in for long. I'll be getting in for long. That's that on CAD JPY. My system is getting low. Fucked. How many percent do we have? 29. Okay, we can still complete this episode. So let's look at EuroCAD. Nothing much yet on EuroCAD. Price is currently trading as resistance. I'm expecting a drop, but that seems it's not looking right now. Let me delete this. You can see we have this Aramaic candlestick. Price push back up. Are we going to drop? We'll know better when price open, and we'll see how we are going to react to that. As for this, I'm not so much interested on this, even though I'm seeing chart patterns of double top, break of the neckline. This is a retest. Though when the market open, based on how it will react at this region, this is a decision level point for me. Based on how price will react at this point, I may look for short opportunity on EuroCAD. And also, if I have my fib like this, you can see it's at 618. I might be looking at this. So I might be looking at this. Yes, I might be looking at this on EuroCAD. I might be looking at this on EuroCAD. So if price rejects from there, I will short though, because one thing about me is that once I spot my trading criteria and it is met, I don't need to second guess that trade. I'm shorting EuroCAD. I'll be looking at this level. So here is going to be my first level. This recent low is going to be my first level, and that's about 2.5R. Overall, I'll be looking at this, which is 6R. So all of these, you can pass that your prop account with these trades if they play out the way we are anticipating them. And lastly, we have this. I know you guys will be expecting, are you not going to analyze gold? Of course I will. Now, if you look at gold from the higher time frame perspective, very strong, very bullish. The buyers are very strong, but we start to have some rejection. This is very obvious on the monthly chart. You can see previous 4 months price have been rejecting from here, but this month I've started bullish. Is it time for us to go back up? I'm not really much interested on gold because of what I'm seeing right here. The price is ranging and it's not really giving me a clear structure. I don't trade on lower time frame. Once the trend is not so clear for me on the higher time frame, I ignore that kind of chart. Now look at this. Even going down to my day chart, this is not really looking nice. Though I'm seeing, if I'm to pick a bias, I'll go bearish, because what I have here, price has just broken this low, and this is looking like price wants to create another lower high. If price may create another lower high, then for us to come back down here. But I'm not really so much interested on what I'm seeing on gold. So let's look at what 4-hour has. Maybe it can be clear here. But those who trade lower time frame, of course, you guys can trade it. Currently not so much interested. This level, okay, if price can come to this level, and let's look at fib. This is a high, this is a low. Okay, so that is lining up with my fib level. You can see that this is the last low here, and price has just cleared it down. A deeper retracement. So we may see bearish continuation from here. We may see bearish continuation from here if we reject from this level. Yes, so all of this, even if I'm going to be trading gold, I'm going to be sharing that with my inner circle in the Telegram group. So if you want to join, you can join us and let's sharpen and make money. So that is the analysis and the forecast I have for you this week. And don't forget to remain disciplined. Don't rush trade until trade come to you, until it do what you want to see before you actually take your decision. Even if at all you are going to be changing your decision, you want to see a clear trend before you change your decision. So thank you for staying tuned so far. Like this video, share, subscribe if you haven't done so, and thank you for supporting Probity Trades.